Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I sure love making videos. Alright, done with another episode of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Up in the editor, and let's just see how much the. Oh my goodness! Okay, and it's. Finally have time to edit. It's Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Try to edit some of it tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. It is Saturday morning. Okay. I need your help. Okay, so, this is not an episode of Donkey Kong Country Returns, as you probably noticed. And, yeah, this is gonna be the second time I miss out on uploading an episode. This technically should have been episode 8 by now, which means that next week we should have been finished with Donkey Kong Country Returns. But, yeah. That math is right? Yeah. Yeah, because then last week would have been... Wait. No. Okay, hang on. Now I gotta actually look at this. That was... Oh yeah, wait. My math is worse. Whatever. Point is, we were supposed to be done with Donkey Kong Country Returns sooner. But, yeah, why is this not the new episode? Well, look, as you saw, the episodes are getting longer, which is kinda my fault. But also, it's just, I don't know, I feel like the later worlds in the game just are longer, naturally, and that does not pair well with me getting more work for college every week. So it is getting progressively harder for me to maintain this schedule, and I don't know, I feel terrible. I don't want to just go completely, like, I don't just want to leave the channel completely alone like I did last year, and like I've been doing over the course of like nearly 5 years that I've been doing this channel now. I just want to talk about a few things, and I'll put up some bullet points along the video as I progress, just to kind of summarize what I've been talking about this video, in case you don't want to hear me babble on for the entire thing. So, yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns is just progressively getting harder to maintain for me. Now, I'm not quitting it. I'm not dropping Donkey Kong Country Returns. At least not... Okay, at least not the entire thing. So, and I know what some of you might be thinking, but let me explain. So, yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns, episodes 6, 8, and 9 are supposed to, like, are the remaining episodes of the main story, and the last worlds I need to complete to get 100%. Now, the playlist says Donkey Kong Country Returns 200%, which I do intend to do. So going through the entire game once to get 100%, then going through the entire thing again in order to get 200%. And while that is something I want to do, I just feel personally that I would like to put a pause on Donkey Kong Country Returns after episode 9. Because, like, here's the thing, like, I just don't want things to go stale, which I do know that you guys out there are enjoying Donkey Kong Country Returns, and don't get me wrong, I have been too. It's just that I don't want to repeat the same mistakes I did back when I was doing, like, actual Let's Plays. I said I wanted to make things different when I came back with Donkey Kong Country Returns, and these videos have been different from the ones I've made before. I am putting in more editing than I used to. The episodes are, well, maybe not consistently longer, but I just feel like episodes are like more compact in a sense. Like before, whenever I'd have an hour-long episode, it was either just because I was talking about something, or just probably like before I even knew how to edit. Like a prime example of that is my old Pokemon Sword Let's Play, which I do not recommend anyone watches. That is, fun fact, that is my least favorite Let's Play I have done to date, because it was not really good. But if you want to subject yourself to that, be my guest. Each episode is like an hour long, and I wouldn't really say I progress a lot in each episode, so yeah, take that as you will. But yeah, so my current plan for the channel is finish up Donkey Kong Country Returns 100%. That is the cliff, the factory, the volcano, and the cloud, which is the secret level you get, or the secret world you get for collecting everything, or all the Kong letters and beating all the Kong temples throughout the game. And I do plan on doing 200% later. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, okay, 100% of the game, that's enough for me, and then I go and change the name of the playlist to say Donkey Kong Country Returns 100%. No. I want to commit to that. I really do. It's just that I don't want to do it all at once after all, because if we do that, then it's like another like 3.5 months worth of Donkey Kong Country Returns, when I don't want the channel to just be Donkey Kong. Like, again, I love Donkey Kong, don't get me wrong. Donkey Kong is one of my favorite game series ever. The Donkey Kong Country games, I love Bonanza a lot. But yeah, I don't want to fully like commit to that without having some variety along the way. So for now, I'm going to be focusing on Donkey Kong Country Returns, but once I finish 100%ing the game, I want to add more variety, and the 200% episodes could be mixed into that. I don't want to just come back with 200% and then just have that continuously without anything in between. So yeah, after episode 9, I do want to add a lot of variety to the channel. And like, what do I mean by that? I just like, there's multiple things I would like to do. Like, sorry, I know I say that a lot. I've talked about it in the episodes. I have tried to do something about it. I just can't. But a little while back, I talked about possibly doing what's called the Professor Oaks Challenge in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which quite a few of you seem to have really wanted me to do that, because that poll got more votes than I was expecting. Like, let me go back and check just to see. Maybe more people have voted. I don't know, but yeah, like, I got 5 votes. I just posted that in the middle of a random day. I think it was a Monday. I wasn't really expecting anyone to even vote on that, let alone as fast as they did. But yeah, so that is something I want to do. And also, Pokemon Fire Red came out recently, you know, with the Pokemon 30th anniversary. That is something I would like to do something with. Maybe almost like a semi-return to Let's Playing. Not really, but what I mean by that is kind of make a series that I've been wanting to make ever since I did Sword and Shield, with me kind of like going through the game, trying to show off everything I can, giving bios for the Pokemon like Trigger Conrad does, only this time make it look actually good. Like, I mean like for me, because like okay, I'm not roasting anyone but myself, because what I used to do in my Pokemon playthroughs was I would stand still in the middle of a route, talk about the information of the Pokemon that I would have on my phone live, and just read off the stats without any visual aid on screen. That was what I did, and that is the main reason why so many of the Sword and Shield episodes are like an hour long. It was terrible. I really hate the way it came out. I want to make it not suck this time if I were to try it again. And a while back, I actually did make some sort of like, I threw something together to make a little bio screen, which I've not gotten the chance to use yet. I was originally going to use it for a remaster of my Sword and Shield Let's Play, which is something I would also maybe like to do at some point if I end up doing Fire Red and people like that. But yeah, I can... It's just that with the remaster, I'm trying to write out a script for all the bios, and then that's taking a long time because there's so many Pokemon all at once that you could obtain as soon as you hit the wild area, and then I go back and read the script, realize that some of the stuff I said was kind of wrong, and I feel differently about some things, so I gotta go back in and rewrite it, and yeah, so maybe I'll start off with Fire Red, because that's a much more straightforward game, despite Sword and Shield literally being in a straight... just basically... Okay, literally being a straight line in terms of how you go about the game. But yeah, those are something I would like to do. I would like to do more Pokemon stuff, and for those of you who have been paying attention to my pattern during Let's Plays, I had been doing Pokemon Let's Plays every time I hit like 5-15. The next one would have been at 25, which I think would have been Legends Arceus, which I could also play. I don't think I would do any sort of Let's Play thing with that. I would probably just play through the game normally. Yeah, if anyone would like to see me play Legends Arceus, then I'd be down. It's been a while since I played that. But that could be pretty cool. Another thing I want to do is voiceover stuff and voice acting. And I don't think I told anyone this, so this might be everyone's first time hearing about this, but a while back, I think over a year ago, I made a whole second channel that I have done nothing with. It's a channel that's supposed to be dedicated to me doing voiceover stuff, voice acting stuff, which I have been wanting to do stuff with for a while, but I just haven't. Maybe I'll start doing something with that today, because I have the time. And again, I've been wanting to do that for a while, so maybe I'll throw something together. Who knows? I'll see. But yeah, that's something else I'd like to do. And yeah, again, all that would be on a separate channel, not this one. So yeah, of course, though, I'll talk about it in the community tab if I end up doing something with it. Where? Sorry, I have notes for this because I'm doing this all on the fly. But I did make bullet points for myself. And, okay, yeah. I would also like there to be some viewer input on what I do, since back when I started this channel, that's something I kind of wanted, and then quickly realized, I don't know how, I didn't realize until I started the whole thing, that I need an actual viewer base to have viewer interaction, and actually have that make an impact. Like, I would like for more people to suggest things. Maybe I'll do it, maybe not. Or maybe think of something else to interact with the viewers, because I have not forgotten about Disney Infinity. That entire series was meant to just have viewer interaction, with me asking a question at the end of each episode and then adding stuff to the toy box, so that by the time we finish the whole game, it's a toy box full of many people's ideas, and maybe I'll like add stuff of my own to it. That was the whole point of me doing Disney Infinity at all, and that was the main reason I even bought the Wii U version, so that I could show off more than if I were to just go with the Wii version. So I haven't forgotten about that. It's just that nobody answered the question in episode 3. You know, maybe I should make a community post about that and then use that to kind of kickstart Disney Infinity again, but probably after I finish Donkey Kong Country Returns. But yeah, just the main thing about this and why I'm even doing this in the first place is I need time. Okay, I want to keep a steady schedule, but a mix of the increasing episode length and the increase of how much more stuff I have to do with college now that we're kind of moving into midterm territory, and we're kind of nearing the halfway point of the semester. Not quite yet, but we're getting there. It's just it's not gonna be easy for me to do that and do video stuff, like do stuff with this channel at the same time. And I don't even know how it's gonna be during finals season, but yeah, I just need time. It's getting harder for me to do this, but I do want to keep going. I don't want to just leave you all in the dark like I did for so long. And I would also love to know what you guys think about the ideas I talked about anything you guys think would be cool to see. If you have any sort of ideas or have any thoughts about anything I talked about, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. And oh yeah, something else I did. Yesterday I did record my reaction to the Pokemon Presents that happened. I woke up early for it, so I'm a little tired and I'm speaking a little quietly because I recorded that while the entire family was home and I did not want to wake anyone up. So my reactions aren't all that through the roof. I might honestly be really quiet, but I recorded my voice alone. Well, maybe that wouldn't be so terrible. I might upload that later today. I probably will, because if I don't upload it today, then really the window would have passed. I should have uploaded it yesterday, but I just didn't. And yeah, so I'll try to finish up episode 6 this week, and I'm hoping that the factory episode does not take as long. I just hope that episode is a shorter one, and I'll actually be able to, you know, edit that and finish it within the week. But I guess we'll see. We still have at least 1 more month's worth of Donkey Kong Country Returns to go, and then after that we could start, you know, diving into more variety stuff. So thank you all for watching. Remember to leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or any thoughts, and I will hopefully see you again next week. Or well, hopefully I'll see you again in that reaction video. Wow, I'm really in my reaction video era, whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys in that episode, and then hopefully next week I'll have the clip episode ready. So I'll see you guys in the sirens going off. They found me. I'm just kidding. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye. See that? I mixed outros.